All right, all right, all right. Welcome in, everybody. It is another Monday, another beautiful day. Start to the work week. Hopefully, everybody had a good weekend. Congrats to Devin on first and Book on second. And we're starting out with a coin of the day. So, this coin is from my time in Korea. Oh, wait, no, it's not. That coin does not belong there in this line because this coin is from when I was over here. Okay, so this coin is the next in line, and it's from when I was in Korea. I thought the other one was from Korea. Hey, Cat, thanks for the lurk. I'm lurking in you as well. Um, the other coin I thought was from Korea because it had barbed wire on it, so I was thinking DMZ, but no, that was my survival coin. All right, so this one's from Camp Humphreys, Republic of Korea. It's the 607th Combat Comm Squadron, the calm before the storm. This squadron no longer exists, at least not as the 607th. It is now the 644th, I think, out of Guam. When I was there, the last few months I was there, we were actually shutting down the squadron and moving it to Guam. Normally you do 12 months on a short tour. I only had to do 10 because we were shutting it down, so they were pushing us out as we were not needing as many people. So I got there in February of 06 and I left December of 06. So I like to say that I got out for good behavior. I don't have the fishing game up. Hang on one second. Where is the fishy game? Let's get the fishy game up. And we'll swap over to our build. I'll say, then again, maybe not because it froze, but there we go. All right. So there we go. There's the fishy game. All right, but so yeah. Now Camp Humphreys. So the barracks that I stayed at Camp Humphreys, I don't even know if they're there anymore. But while we were there, our barracks overlooked where our squadron was, which was what was called the Tritac area. There were these three huge concrete bunkers. I mean, these things were so huge. We fit 7 or 8 18-wheelers side by side. And then you could fit 4 or 5 of those deep. So it was a really big bunker, and we had 3 of those, which is why it was called the Tritech. Because we had 3 bunkers, and actually, let me see if Google Earth has. Oh, you know what? I forgot to start my music. But let's see if Google Earth has a satellite of it real quick. If it does, we'll check it out. Let's say, where's Korea? There it is. Pyeongtaek. Where's Anjouanri? You know what? We'll just search for Camp Humphreys. Ah, I was a little north. And let's see here. Satellite. Oh wow, they have really made this base huge. Holy cow. Give me 1 second and I will. Wow, all that was not there before. Holy, they got a Texas Roadhouse there? That's some BS. Okay, let me swap over to this real quick. Hydrate though. Got my coffee. And snacky time, I've got my rollers here. All right. So this here is Camp Humphreys. When I was stationed here, the only thing that was over on this side of the runway was this area right here. And this was my barracks right here, overlooking the Tritech area. As you can see, it's 3 huge concrete structures there. And this whole yard here is where my squadron was. This was our headquarters building. This was our maintenance area for our vehicles. This was the... Wait, no. This was the mobility school where I was a cadre member. And then I lived on the 3rd floor, somewhere either right here or right here. One of those 2 rooms. And this was the end of the base here, as far as building-wise. You still had the road that went... It didn't go this way. It actually cut through here. You can see the old road right here. It would cut through here. All this back over in here was not here prior. And then this was around the end of the runway. We would run this all the way over here. They took out the gate. So this actually was all civilian area. The gate, the fence was right here for the air base, or for the base. Yeah, a lot of this has changed a lot. So this is all now part of the base. This was not part of the base back when I was there. Also, all this over here is all part of the base. Now, this was all pig farms when I was there. That's all part of the base. Yeah, this is where I worked in this building here. And if we wanted to get any food or anything, we would have to catch a taxi on base and take it all the way around over to here. This was the BX and everything. Had the commissary was here, I think. No, this was the gym. This is the gym. Wow, they've changed this up so much. Yeah, it looks like the base spawns all the way over. Wow, there's a new visitor center. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, it's definitely changed a lot since I was there. But that's where this coin was from. So, and like I said, I was part of the mobility school there, uh, as well as Tuka picked it. I guess for the snacky time, the pick. I picked the coconut roller. But yeah, that's where this coin was from. Like I said, I was a cadre there for the mobility school, which is what this coin was for. And that was our coin of the day a couple streams ago. You can smell your potatoes cooking. It smells delicious. Well, I'm glad. They're trying to scroll up and just changing the volume. All right. So we got the first, we got the second, we did the coin of the day, the snacky time, and the hydrate. All right, back to our build. Oh, I need to bring up the instructions. Ah, it's bright. Oh, that's right. I was doing it on my wife's tablet. So let's see here. Lego. Save settings. Is it discover? You know what? We'll just do this. Search for
Oh, you need directions.
yeah.
Just a second. Here. Here. You have them on here like you did last time.
Okay.
Because it should be on.
We only got a couple of bags left. 4 to be exact. We did bags 1 through 6 last time.
Continue building.
Coat. Thank you much. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Doing the forklift looks like, or the telehandler, to be more precise. So, what did everybody do for the weekend? I don't think I talked much about our weekend on Saturday when we were playing games. So Friday, of course, was Book's birthday. So she did a birthday stream, and then after her stream, we packed up and went to Jackson, Tennessee. And while we were there, we went down to Alamo on Saturday for the Hey Trail, congrats on third. Hopefully work is going good for you. We've missed you hanging out with us, playing the video games. But we went to the Tennessee Safari Park. And they have a 7-mile trail through there. We didn't do the bison area because we didn't want to take the chance that it would they would damage our vehicle. So we didn't do that. But and then once we got done with the safari area, we went and did the 20-acre walkthrough. You actually have a day off today, playing Power World with your daughter before she goes away for a week with her grandma. Sweet. My son is actually playing Power World right now too. But when we were doing the walkthrough, you could actually feed the little goats and stuff. Any of the left, oh, so close. You're 0.54 away. You could feed the goats and stuff with the leftover feed from the safari. And so we did that. But I got video of Book feeding a giraffe. Oh, that feels so much better. Oh, finger's been killing me. It just popped when I pulled on it. Now it feels better. But now it's kind of stiff. So I need to get nitro for.
I have it for 3 days. You can send it to me.
Okay, let me send that to Book real quick so she can
I had
upload it.
Watching those stupid like going to do 3 days of free nitro. Whatever. I don't have to pay for it, so I don't care.
This way she can upload it to the Discords. All right. She'll get that uploaded to somebody's Discord. And then we can view it from there. All right, so step 1 is to get this piece here. But anyway, there was also another giraffe that was inside the 20-acre walkthrough area that they had on a restricted diet, so you can only feed it the carrots. But oh my god, it was so derpy. It was like, it looked like it was trying to eat the power line that was above it. It was over there like, nom, 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 nom. It was so funny. Anybody else do anything fun over the weekend. We did that, and then we came home Saturday night. And of course, I did my stream Saturday night. I think we did Satisfactory. Step 5, we grab a piece. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4 empty holes. 1, 2, 3, 4 empty holes. I'm kind of excited to go back to work tomorrow because I've been working on a script to pull data from some Excel documents and put them into a document that we can use for uploading. And we can also potentially use that information for creating reports that we need to send out. So I'm excited to get that work in, and because that's going to reduce the man hours per damage site from about 20 minutes to about 5-ish minutes, probably even less. Because we were able to upload 7 damage sites, even with the mistakes that we were making. It took us 2 minutes to upload 7 damage sites, where normally it takes about 5 to 10 minutes to upload one damage site manually. So I'm excited to get that going and reduce some man hours. This way we can focus more on what we need to do, which is respond to disasters. Then, of course, yesterday, Book had her 12-hour, 500 follower celebration stream. She had some 500 badges that she made and were giving out to people for watching and subbing and stuff like that. And then she made up a couple badges for me for today, since we're building the train. So if you watch for an hour, you'll get the watch badge, which has the conductor waving at everybody. And if you subscribe, you get the tickets badge. course, I say I'm excited to get back to work and work on that project, but Lord knows we probably have something that I need to go out and do an assessment on or something. So I might not get to actually work on it, but it's there. I've got the information that I need to work on it. So that's the main thing, is as long as I know what I'm needed or what I need to do and stuff like that, I can work on it at any point in time. I mean, the sooner the better, but the good thing is we've already submitted most of our requests for last year. So we sent our request to Congress for funding to get some reimbursement for emergency repairs and permanent repairs that are already completed, and funding for designing and stuff of some permanent repairs that need a little more time to build. We have one county that they had 3 low water crossings washed out and 2 bridges, and they did some emergency repairs to get those back up and operational, but the 2 bridges are going to cost more than the county makes in taxes in like 5 years. So what we're actually doing is we're going to take over the project for them, and because it is part of the damage from the disaster, the federal government does a 80-20 cost share. So the county had to put up 20% of the bill, and then we'll take care of the rest, but they won't get the reimbursement from the feds. The reimbursement will come to us since we're the ones taking care of the bill. But we have more money that we can float around and do stuff with than they do. So they'll still get their bridge. They're just not having to put up the cost up front and be reimbursed later. They're just having to put up the 20%. Because normally what the counties will do is they'll have to put up 100% of the bill to pay the contractor or whoever to do the work, and then they submit all that documentation to the federal government, who then reimburses them 80% of the total. So they still lose out 20% regardless. But at least now they don't have to put up that extra 80%. We got another county which we might have to do that with as well, because their bridge, the original damage to that bridge was probably $20,000 worth of damage. But they haven't been able to get the repairs done on it, and now it's received more damage to the point now where we have to restrict the weight going across that bridge to just passenger cars, no big rigs, which sucks because there's a logging company that's been using that bridge to move logs back and forth, and I am missing a smokestack. It's still in the bag, maybe? Could have swore I looked at the bag though. Bag number 7. It's not in the bag. Did it maybe fall on the floor and I missed it? No. Well, I'm going to have to do a missing piece then. Unless somebody else sees a smokestack, but I don't see a smokestack. A smokestack. One of these here. I'm not seeing it. Oh. Never mind. I'm an idiot. It doesn't call for a second smokestack.
I do that. I do that sometimes.
It says right there, I need 2 of these and 1 of these. Anyway, so the additional damage to the bridge will probably require more repair work done. And of course, it's one of those counties that they have 12,000 people in the entire county. So their annual tax revenue is like $100,000. And to replace a bridge, depending upon the size of the bridge, that's like a minimum 5 million. And you're wanting a county that makes 100 grand a year to foot $1 million for a bridge. So no, I don't know if this bridge can be saved or not, because I'm not a bridge inspector. But it looks like that's what they're trying to do, is they're trying to save the bridge so they don't actually have to build a new one. Because if they have to build a new one, then of course that's going to require detours. Which, I mean, the logging trucks are already having to detour because the bridge is not available to them. Which means the price of lumber goes up, because if you have to detour, that's more fuel, more time. That all gets tacked into the price of the logs. So if we can save the bridge and prevent from having to tear it down and then rebuild it, that's for the best. But who knows? I'm not a bridge inspector. I can walk out to a bridge and go, yeah, that doesn't look good. Let's restrict the bridge until we get an inspector out here to do a full inspection on it. That's about all I can do. I'm really good at going out, looking at a bridge, going, yep, that's a bridge. I can do that real good. Looks like there's a black piece underneath there, but there's not. Somewhere around here is a steering wheel. There it is. Get her little radio here. Little walkie-talkie. That's right. We got too much forward weight. We got to lean back. Lean back. Lean back. Preaching to the choir. Knives in the back. Knives in the back. Back like a radio. Running right back. I wonder if my coworker got to do his examination and how his walkthrough examination went. So my coworker recently got the ability to do CDL exams. So when you get ready to go and get your CDL, at least here in the state of Arkansas, you go to, I can't remember if it's the DMV or if it's to the state police office, and you have to buy your packet. And it's got all the stuff in there that you need, like your book, your exam stuff, and then you take that to your examiner, and each booklet gives you 3 chances to pass the CDL course before you have to then go and buy another booklet. I think it's like $50 for the booklet. And you show up at the designated testing facility, and my buddy is the one that is operating the one for our department. And so recently, because it's been a while since he took the course to be an examiner, he requested the state police to come out and do a dry run with him so that he could, make sure that he didn't screw anything up. So I wonder how that went. Hopefully it went pretty good. I mean, he's a smart cookie, and he's done a couple of practice runs with me. The problem, though, is our driving course is so long. To put it in perspective, our state police, their entire driving course. So once you get done with the yard portion, backing up and parking and all that, you have to then, drive around the area. Their entire course takes 8 minutes. Ours takes 45. So however, because the course was developed prior to him taking over, and the course had never actually been used, he's not allowed to change the course from the pre-approved route until it's actually been used for at least 6 months in the course of examinations. So he's just waiting for that 6 months to come up because he's got a couple of other courses that he's laid out that are shorter. The problem with our area is where we do the CDL testing, it's out in the middle of nowhere. And in order to have a good test, you need 4 left turns, 4 right turns, a merge onto a highway, an exit off of a highway, and somewhere where you can do a pullover for like an emergency stop. And since the area that we're in is so far out in the boonies, it's hard to find a place where you can do 4 left turns and 4 right turns. Without having to drive like to Timbuktu and back. When we were going around and doing the course as well, there's this one tight area where if you're driving the truck, you don't want to be in the left lane because the road comes and curves to the left. Because the curve is so tight that you'll run the trailer up over the curb. And if you run the trailer up over the curb, that's a fail. Now, the trailer can rub up against the curb, but it cannot go on top of the curb. So, and because of how tight that turn is, you'll run the trailer up on top of the curb. And that's, like I said, that's an instant fail. And that's like, that curve is at the halfway point before you come back. So it's like, you've done half the test and now all of a sudden you've failed. So we're not trying to set anybody up for failure. And so you got to be in the right lane in order to make that curve. But then you have about a quarter mile to get into the left lane because you need to make a left turn at the next intersection. But because it's in the middle of town, it's also very congested, especially during lunchtime frame. So trying to get a semi with a 28-foot trailer from the right lane to the left lane in a quarter mile after a sharp left turn where you're no longer at speed can be problematic. So I was sitting there trying to figure out a way for the students to get back on course should they not be able to make that turn. And I found a couple of streets that I thought would work. And I was like, well, this would, be better than trying to make that corner. But come to find out, those streets don't allow big trucks. So I was like, well, that just throws that out the water. I can't use that now because I can't use, you're not allowed to take a big truck down it. So then I was trying to find routes that were shorter where we could just avoid going into town altogether and stay on the outskirts. But of course, all those roads, no big trucks. It's like, really? I had a nice course laid out that was, I think it was 12 minutes, but half the roads were no big trucks allowed. It's like, all right, well, that was bag 7. We got bag 8 here. Yeah, I was like, well, that kind of puts a damper on things. But we'll figure something out. We can't keep a 45-minute drive because the entire 45 minutes you're being tested. If you screw up at all in that 45-minute test, then, you know, it's not an instant fail, but you can only mess up. You only have 10 strikes or 10 marks. If you have more than 10 marks, then you fail. And when you're driving for 45 minutes, that's more chances for you to fail. And let's be honest, you're not going to be perfect out the gate as a student. However, though, so when you're doing the test, so you got to do a walk around, a little safety inspection before you can actually even drive, which I think it's a 40-point inspection. I think you can miss. I think you can miss 7 on the 40-point inspection. I think, except for certain safety items like brakes, the air check, and there's one other one. There might be 4. I don't remember. But there's at least 3 safety items where if you miss those, it's an instant fail. But then some of the other stuff, you can miss, you know, up to, I want to say it's 7 points. It might be more, it might be less. But there's a job out there where you can be a truck driver and you're hauling some special equipment. And their walk around checklist, 208 items. And when you do the test to drive for them, you cannot miss one. You have to get all 208 points on that inspection correct. Then your drive test goes from one end of the state to the other. It's a 4.5-hour drive test. And if you make any mistakes, you fail. That's how specialized this equipment is that they're hauling. You have to be perfect, which means you've had to have been driving a big rig for a while. But of course, they also pay handsomely for those types of people. So if you want a job doing some truck driving and you want to get paid a lot of money to do it, there's some jobs out there where you can make a lot of money. It's tough, but it's doable. And you can make a boat ton of money. But like I said, you got to be the cream of the crop, top of the top truck driver to get those jobs. What if I was nothing? Growing up, I thought about being a truck driver. My brother and I were going to do team driving back in the early 2000s. If you were a single truck driver, you'd make, I think it was a quarter a mile. And if you were team drivers, it was 20 cents a mile. But when you were team driving, the truck didn't have to really stop other than to change drivers. Whereas solo driving, the truck had to be parked for, I think it was either 8 or 10 hours a day for rest. Whereas the team drivers, they didn't have that restriction. Now, of course, they do have that restriction. The truck itself has to be stopped for X number of hours. not just, it's not based on driver anymore. But I think the team drivers still have a more lenient restriction. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think they do. Just because there are 2 drivers. All right, so we're making 2 of these. All right. So we got those 2, these 2. We need 4 of these. We need 2 of these. Is my fishing not working? Hey, what's up, Mac? Choo choo. I'm sitting here typing choo choo now. Yeah, my fishing game's not working for me. Let's relaunch it. So how you doing, Mac? Welcome in, welcome in. Working. Gross. So if y'all don't know Mac, Mac is a fellow Lego builder. Awesome streamer. I love hanging out in his streams. He likes the Star Wars. He likes the Bears. We won't hold it against him, though. Mainly because he doesn't hold the Cowboys against me. He's also a fellow veteran. He's my my resident Navy veteran. You missed coin of the day, Mac. Your stepdad tried to get you to be a Cowboys fan. Well, hey, your stepdad, you know. It probably worked out for the best. So that's my coin from Camp Humphreys, Korea. When I was part of the 607th Combat Com there. And that's where I display my coins of the day, is up there. I got a whole bowl of coins. These ones here are previous coins of the day, but my coin rack can't hold them all, so I'll swap out the older ones for newer ones. I'm assuming you have a coin collection, Mac. All right, we got ads that'll be starting soon. We do a 3-minute block of ads because that gets rid of pre-rolls. This way, when people come into the stream, they get to see me. You don't have a stack of coins? Oh, we're going to have to fix that. We'll have to get you some coins. This way people can come in and see me directly. They don't have to wait on ads to start viewing the stream. That's the magic behind the 3-minute. And I put all 3 minutes into one block. That way it gives everybody a chance to stand up, stretch their legs, go get a drink, maybe get a snack, maybe even use the restroom if need be. Then after the 3-minute ads are up, we'll all reconvene here and we will continue the build. If you are subscribed or if you have Twitch Turbo, you do not get ads. But fear not, because if you don't have those, you're not going to miss any of the build, because I stopped building during the ads. Now, I may sit there and gather resources for the next few steps, but I won't be doing any building, so you won't miss any of that. And let's face it, that's why you're here. You're here for the build. And there's the ads. So we will stop our build. We still have this one to put on here, but we can do that after the ads are over. And then it's going to want us to put that on there. And then it looks like we'll be building a crane, so we need that. And these 4 here. And then these 2. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Then a big step there. Then you. All right, move all the pieces over there. All right, that's good enough for now. That's plenty of steps ahead. But yeah, hopefully everybody is having a good day. I mean, Mac's over here working, so hopefully it's a good day. All right, so let's see here. Tuka's leading the charge, catching a Rabsca like a pro. Meanwhile, Mac Builds is chugging along at their own little brick battle, reconstructing the Stranger Things upside down house. And Frosty dropped a military-style pep talk, and don't forget, folks, stay active for that pokey payday. Frosty there talking about Frosty. It's Frosty Inception, right? Oh, I should probably close that. Let's see if it works for me now. There we go. Don't know why it wasn't working earlier, because I know Fantasy was doing the fishing thing and it was working for her. So I got a streaked Spinefoot. I wonder what level my house is here. Level info. Nothing. Okay, let me see what that it's supposed to be level info. Exclamation point, level info, yeah. Yay, now it's got the fire boy again. Awesome. I just wish I knew what level it was.
Is it LV chat?
Oh, it's LVL info. LVL info. Oh, it pops up on my... Oh, there it is up there in the top right. Okay. Level 8. Okay. Now I know where it pops up. I was looking like in chat or, you know, like down here at the house. But it pops up over here on top of my what you call it? My fishing game. I'll figure it out eventually. All right. But Mac, thanks for stopping by while you're at work. I appreciate it. All right. Rude. Have fun at work. Like I said, we'll have to get you some coins. Can't be a military vet without coins.
Or I know anybody in the military is that point. I'll figure it out.
I have one that's in my wallet at all times, just in case someone decides they want to challenge me. I've got my challenge coin. Speaking of the military, though, I found out something on Sunday. The USAA is sponsoring the National Military Monument up in DC until the 23rd of August. And let me grab the link real quick. So, if you have served or if you know someone who has served, you can go to this link right there and you can search their name to see if they're on the monument there in DC. There's 41 million names that are in the database, and it ranges from present day all the way back to the Revolutionary War. Granted, I didn't have anybody from my family fight in the Revolutionary War because we didn't actually come over from Europe until the 1890s. So I didn't even have anybody in my family fight in the Civil War. I don't know about World War One and World War Two, but my grandfather served during the Korean War. Um, and he was the only one on my mom's side of the family that served in the military until myself and my youngest brother joined, along with our cousins on my mom's side. But on my dad's side, my great uncle, my dad's uncle, he served during Vietnam. And then my dad served during the Persian Gulf War. And then, of course, my brother and I served for GWAT. I can't believe how much of an idiot I was. I hear him say he dropped a pin. Come and find him. I didn't realize he was talking about a GPS pin. Because, you know what? I'm an idiot. This is tragic. Walls are padded. Hey now. There we go. He's possessive, he's dramatic, he's a loner, he's an addict, he's so Let's see here. Dad served between Vietnam and the first Gulf War. And you got out before 9/11. Grandpa was Korean War vet. Sweet, sweet. I'm not 100% sure what happened with my grandpa. I know he served during the Korean War, but wait, something's not right here. Oh, there we go. That's how that works. Okay. But he didn't actually go to Korea. I want to say it was something along the lines of my grandma went into labor with one of my uncles, and something was going wrong with the pregnancy, and so he was actually getting on the boat in San Diego when he got a telegram from home saying that he needed to go home because there was a good chance that his wife would die in childbirth. And so instead of getting on the ship to go to Korea, he got on a train to go back home. And by the time he got home, turned out everything was fine. So he got back on a train and went back out to San Diego. And the last boat for his battalion was actually about a mile offshore, and he just kind of sat there and waved at him like, bye. So he actually never got to go to Korea. Dusa, welcome in. How are you? Thank you for doing the bed check, making sure everybody's here. Hopefully you had a good weekend. I don't remember seeing you online this weekend, but I was also doing a lot of stuff this weekend, so I might have just missed you. Which sucks. I like hanging out. I got to do the nail check. That's my thing. I gotta do the nail check. I can't hop in your stream and not do a nail check. You and my wife always have such the cutest nails. Weekend was great. Didn't stream. Had some friends come over for a crafty brunch. Cool. Crafty brunch is always fun. All the nails. All the nails. I mean, we had friends over on Thursday. I smoked a pork butt on Thursday. And that's what we had for dinner. It was delicious. It was definitely very yummy. I did something a little different than I did the first time. The first time I felt like the pork butt was watery. I guess like it didn't when it came off the smoker. It didn't seem to have the same kind of flavor or juices. So this time around, what I did was when I wrapped it, I added in butter, apple juice, and something else. But it turned out to taste better. It didn't taste like it was just waterlogged. I also let it smoke a little bit longer outside of the wrap to get a nicer little bark on it. So I think it turned out better than my first one. And I got a couple of ribs to still smoke, which the ribs came out really delicious the first time that I did them. So I'm gonna do that again. What I do with the ribs is when I wrap them, I put in the butter, but I also add honey, and it gave it a nice little sweet texture. It was delicious. I've already been volunteered to be the smoker for our ribs for the competition for our maintenance conference coming up in October. So I want to try and figure out a way to get my smoker down there. I don't want to tear it up trying to get it down there so I can do the smoking. And if I can come up with a good pork butt recipe, they'll probably want me to do the pork butt too. But our trucks, you can't really put anything in the bed of the truck that stands up above the bed rail because they have these hard covers on them, which we didn't want when we requested the trucks. We told them specifically no hard covers because at the time we didn't have a trailer for our equipment, and our equipment is in pallets. So if we were to try and load our equipment up into the bed of our trucks with those hard covers, it just wouldn't work. But they went ahead and gave us the stupid things in. Did I do this wrong? Please tell me I didn't. No, I didn't. Okay, it goes this way. They gave us those hardcovers, so we can't put any pallets or anything into our trucks. So which means I also can't put my grill in the bed of my truck. So I either have to use my personal truck to get it down there, or I have to find another means to get it down there. Since I can't use my work truck. Everybody nobody giving up, 'cause nobody gives a fuck. Sorry, I'm concentrating on the tires because I like my tires to look nice. So I'm trying to figure out which side of the tire looks the best so that I know which way to put these on. Nobody praying for me. I gotta use the nasty side of the rim. But I just put the tires on the way I wanted them so that the nice side of the tire was out. I gotta flip the rim around, which means I gotta flip the tire around on the rim.
Just do this all over again. It's not gonna make the car not go.
I can't do the rim differently though because the peg is not long enough to reach it. Now I can do these however I want on the front. No, I can't. Well, the inside ones don't really matter because you can't see them anyway, so let's just go ahead and throw those on there. Freedom, na 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 na, freedom. Woo! 19.77. There we go. So ring the bell. There we go. All right, we got our little forklift here now. we can raise it up and lower it back down. It's a very simple machine. I'll be honest, I kind of expected there to be some winches and some ropes and stuff like that. Get your minds out of the gutter. Not the kind of ropes I was talking about. There we go. Just count to 10. Alright, we are done with that one. Now to make the car holler. Fishy, fishy! Deuce caught a pike. I feel like I don't have my fishing game set up properly because I caught myself like the first day that I had it up and running. But then I don't think anybody's caught me since. And if you catch my my fishy, then you get a you get a prize. I just haven't figured out what that prize is yet. Mainly I was waiting until somebody caught it to try and come up with a prize, but nobody's caught it except for me that first time. So I need to go check my fishy game and see if maybe it's borked. Depends on the percentage you put on it. Well, I put on there because it's a legendary, so I put on there to have legendaries a little bit more easier to catch because typically in my streams we have like anywhere between 5 to 15 people, and of those probably 5 of them actually play the fishing game. So I put it on there to where it can be caught or has a chance to be caught more frequently. But I think maybe I messed something up and I need to go back into the settings and check it out. I'll probably do that after stream. I just have to remember to do that. I'm funny. Oh my god, this dude's a ginger. Look at all the... Oh, over here. Look at the red beard he's got. I ought to call him Natty. One of the guys that I used to hang out with a lot. Since he's got a kid, he doesn't hang out with us anymore. Well, actually, since he got a girlfriend, he stopped hanging out with us. But he definitely doesn't hang out with us now that he's got a kid. But he was our resident ginger. And his name was Natty. I'm going to need these two. And I'm going to need these. You know what I need to do? I need to find a good caboose and duplicate that for all my trains, so all my trains can have a caboose. Because I love cabooses. I need to find a good caboose. My Old West train down there looks like a pretty decent caboose. I need to find a good caboose though. And my Christmas train has a caboose, but I don't really like that caboose. It's kind of tiny compared to some of the other trains that I have. I need to find me a good caboose. Felicia Pucker. So what'd y'all do for y'all's crafty brunch, Dusa? Oh, caboose. Ah, I'm an idiot. It's not funny if you gotta explain it. Sad day. Y'all do cross stitch, crochet, uh, knitting. What y'all do for y'all's crafty brunch? Oh, I'm building a car. I'm not even building the train car. I'm building a car to go on the train car. Made a quiche. Some friends brought more food. We had lattes and mimosas. As far as crafting, we did various things. I was about to say, that doesn't sound like crafting. That sounds like cooking. And I mean, cooking is a craft. I'm down for that. A wooden 3D kit. Sweet. Some were coloring. Another did artist trading cards. Cool. I got some artist trading cards or something like that. I got Donatello and Michelangelo that were drawn and given to me by Ringbolt. Ooh, clay art. Oh, y'all had a good time. Right, Mac? That does sound like a great time. Gotta drop out. Have a great restaurant. All right, Mac. Take it easy, man. Thanks for stopping by again. Have a good rest of the day at work. Oh, I put that on the wrong spot. Americanized. Left here wondering why. A hermit crab. Psycho! I saw you've been lurking in here. Oh, let's see here. We have pheasant, jackalope, elk, chipotle bison, and wild boar. You were in a meeting? No worries, man. I appreciate you lurking. Do you have a preference on which meat stick we eat? Bison, of course. All right, I love chipotle. We had the jalapeno elk Saturday, I think it was. Oh, that's delicious. I'm doing pretty good. How about you? I got up early this morning. Well, I say early, early for my day off. And I went to the base and had some blood work drawn. See how my diabetes is doing and my cholesterol. I've been a bad boy though the last couple of months, and I've been eating more sugars and stuff than I have in the past. But they were delicious. Just a working. That'll be me tomorrow. I'll be just a working. But it's not bad because I like my job. So, I mean, I do come home pretty wore out at the end of the day, but I still love my job. I have a lot of fun doing it. I'll still complain about it, but I still like the job. I try to take care of myself. You need to do the same though. You need to take care of yourself as well. You heading back out to another meeting? Is that why you say take care of yourself? Oh, am I eating too much sugar? Yeah. I was just excited because um, March of last year, my blood sugar was, well, my A1C was 9.1. And then May of this year, it was 6.1 or 6.3 or something like that. So it dropped 3 points in a year. So I was super excited and I went a little overboard. I need to get back on track again. Sugar just tastes so good. I can actually see my daughter yelling at too. I found all these little bitty pieces. There's an aloe nine tails as well. You lost your RimWorld last night? How'd you lose your RimWorld? Did your save get corrupted or something? Caught a shiny Ponyta? Nice. Playing commitment mode with Randy and, well, infestation plus center drop with like 2 days. Oh no. Randy Random, man, he's an a-hole. He don't care that you just got done getting attacked. Here comes another one. I mean, doesn't go to sleep as often. Did he go to sleep? Because he never went to sleep with me. It was always bam, 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 bam. I got so mad at Randy that I just stopped playing with him because he was just one after another after another. Anomaly? I don't think so. That doesn't sound familiar. Dear agony, let go of me, suffer slowly. I just remember that if you wanted to hate your life, you played with Randy Random. So in the Anomaly DLC, you get into temp maps where you go in, do an objective, and then get out, and the map was lost. Well, if Randy would have sent you and even there was a chance that it would fail to fire. If it failed, you would get Sleep Randy where he wouldn't send anything until you restart it. Wow. Oh. Gotcha. If Randy would have sent you an event there, there was a chance it would fail to fire. If it failed, you would get Sleep Randy where he wouldn't send anything until you restart. Okay. Yeah, nope. Did not get to play with that. The bug was in for like 2 years. Wow, that took a while for them to fix. The bug, uh, if the event failed to fire, you'd be like, sweet, no events till I restart my game. Maybe I'll just pause when I go to sleep instead of closing out the game. I used to do the, because sometimes it would. Oh, okay. Sleepy Randy sucked. Sorry, you can't ride in the car on the train. That's not how this works. Um, yeah, because then you don't get any events, so you don't get any chances for anything outside of that. Um, I used to play with the where you just dropped in with no resources and your colonists were completely naked. Yeah, no events, no weather, no caravans, no joint events, nothing. Yeah, that would suck. Yeah, Naked Brutality. That's what I used to play on, and I'd remember freaking Randy. Like, oh, you have sticks? Awesome. This guy's got a 9 mil. Like, how am I going to compete with a 9 mil when I got a stick? I so I don't know if they ever fixed it because the last time I played RimWorld, the Twitch integration wasn't working. So um, there could have been that there was a recent update that broke it or whatever. Um, but yeah, there's a clip that plays sometimes on my Be Right Back screen where Mad Dog and them gave me squirrels and then a bunch of beer, and then I had drunken attack squirrels. So that was fun. I do miss the drunken attack squirrels. You'll be right back. Alrighty, I'll be right here. Unless, of course, there's ads, then I might step away. Which I will have to step away during the ads this time around. So I will put up my Be Right Back screen, which will show some clips for your enjoyment. I like the overlapping that they did with this train car. So you don't have all the lines of the Legos lined up, so it makes a nice little weak point. They actually overlapped them. I like that. Maybe that's what I'll do. Um, I don't know. I've already had my stream anniversary. I've already had my birthday, and I've already had my affiliate anniversary. So we need to come up with something, and I'll do a RimWorld stream for that. To celebrate whatever. Your betrayal. Come on, I know you didn't clip in there because I didn't fill your clip. Yeah, I do miss the Rim World. I'll have to go through all of the mods and stuff that I have for it, make sure the mods are still good. Um, Probably a lot of the mods have been integrated into the game by now because, as I said, I don't think I've played since 2013. Not 2013. I didn't even have Steam in 2013. The game didn't even come out in 2013. 2023. When did that game come out? Like 2018, 2019? "2018 was when that game came out. I don't know. Well, it says it's single player still. So I'm assuming that if you're going to try and do multiplayer, you still need the multiplayer mod. RimWorld. Does the multiplayer mod still work, or is that broken? Hey, I caught Mr. Mime. You're not sure? All right. All right, so we're about to start bag 10. Ads are about to start shortly. But I need to go take a quick break. So I will be right back after the ads. Hey, Kevin, welcome in. All right. I came back just in time for the ads to start up. But so we finished bag 9. We welcomed in Kevin. So while the ads are going here in a little bit, I will grab out bag 10 and start getting it sorted out. It looks like we'll be done a little early. So trying to decide what we're going to do for the last little bit. What are we building? Steel! Okay, we're not building steel. That'd be weird if we were building steel. We're building the Lego City freight train. So you can see part of it back here. That's the engine, a cargo car with the solar panel, and a freight car with plants and veggies in it. Make a little steel. No, I am done making little mini peoples. You make a little steel. I ain't making no little steels.
She can't make any. She had those 13 minutes.
Yep, and ads. Dang it, I moved the box way over yonder. Driving home after visiting in-laws, so we'll be lurking. All right. Well, drive safe, Kevin. So judging by my research on my followers, Kevin is the second longest follower of my stream. Somebody named Jensen Gaming is the longest follower, but I don't know who that is, and they haven't been active in 8 years, so. That's what it looks like when I look at my follower list and everything, because it goes by how long they've been following, and he is number 2 on the list. You scared them away? Bad trail. Bad. Lego Master of Time. Hey, what's going on? Welcome in. This is the Lego City Freight Train. We're working on the last bag of the freight train. All the wheels. We got wheels. The rest of the train you can see kind of behind the little house here. There's the engine. Then the car with the solar panel in it, and then behind it is the freight box that has plants and veggies in it. What number is Trail on the list? So this is the Lego City Freight Train. It is this one. Here. But you can kind of see it back here in the background. There's the engine, then the car with the solar panel, and then behind that is the freight box with the vegetables and the plants. You're gonna make me jelly? Okay. How you gonna make me jelly? I'm finally building this train. It's been in my backlog for like 3 years. You have the locomotive tender for the Emerald Knight. Nice. I don't think I have that one yet. I have a bunch of trains. If you don't mind the mess, I will show you my trains. And there's even one that I don't have here. I have the Orient Express. I wanted the Orient Express, I just couldn't afford it. And the Spider-Man subway car and the Lone Ranger train. I don't have the Lone Ranger train either. Oh yeah, I wanted the Emerald Knight. Yeah, yeah. I remember that one now. Ooh, that sucker's expensive now. Oh, it came out in 2009? Ooh. That was before I started collecting Lego. I didn't start doing Legos till I think 2016. Oh, my wife has every single Hogwarts Express that they've come out with. Well, I would get the Black Pearl, but my daughter beat me to it, so my daughter has the Black Pearl. I have the River Steamboat and the Endurance. I also have the PT-109 from Kobe Bricks. Yes, Fantasy got it. She bought it with some of the money she had left over from her trip to Europe. Your mom and dad just ordered you the Black Pearl. Sweet. The Goonies set. Barracuda Bay. El Dorado Fortress.
I have the 3-in-1 ship.
Yeah.
And the Viking part. Viking ship and
yeah. So I am more into trains, but so I like planes, trains, automobiles, and ships. So fair warning, if you get motion sick, we're fixing to go on a little trip. So let me turn off this light over here so we can actually see some of the stuff without it blinding my camera. Makes it a little dark, but I don't know if we'll be able to see stuff now, though. Oh, yeah, we can see just fine. So we have the Endurance, the PT-109, the River Steamboat, the little spaceship there. That's a Lego City spaceship. And then we have, I think it's 3 trains up there. The Marisk, the passenger train, and then the Magic Kingdom Express train on the second shelf there. Then down here, we have, which one is that one? I think that was the Bricklink train, the Brick Express. Down there's the Main Street train station. And then on the other side of the box there, it's kind of hard to see, is the Wild West train from Lumi Bricks. Then I also have that locomotive there from Kobe Bricks. Then, of course, the Milano down there. See my backlog over there. International Space Station. A little holiday train. I have all of the Gen 2 Speed Champions except for the ones that have come out this year And I have most of the Gen 1 Speed Champions. And then up there is my roller coaster. And that's all that I have here. Well, I also got the Saturn V rocket. Then I have more at work. All the ones that you see behind me, except for this train here and the windmill and the water tower there, the rest of this is all my wife's. To include everything over here and over there and over there. So.
And over there, and over there, and over there. And in there.
I don't like you? What? What do you mean I don't like you? I don't think those words ever came out of my mouth. Where's the MK train? The Mickey Mouse train? It's on the second shelf. You see the kind of red caboose there on the second shelf? That's the, that should be Chip and Dale there on the back of the Mickey Mouse train. Oh, I'm like you. Okay. You didn't know it existed? Oh, yeah. It's been retired for a few years now, though. It came with the Main Street train station there. You don't follow Lego because you don't like being broke. Okay, that's fair. Uh-oh. Okay. I didn't mess with the tablet for a while and it locked. You have the Disney Castle? Sweet. Now you're kind of like me. That's what I'm trying to say, but okay, you're a cool guy. Stupid auto mic. Not a problem. I misspeak a lot. I think this was it. Yeah, that one was it. So if you wanted to look it up, it is Lego Disney set 71044. It's retired though, so it's going to cost you an arm and a leg if you want it nowadays. But that's the set number for the Disney train and the station. And it comes with Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, and Chip and Dale. Yeah. Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Chip and Dale, and a teal brick separator. You hate those people who mock you for having Legos? I've never come across anybody that mocked me for Legos, yeah. Even the people that I work with, they are actually impressed with my Legos. One of the guys, he brings his son up just to see my collection at work because his son's into Legos. So, but of course, he's one of those guys who wanted Legos growing up, and his family was poor, like my family was poor. So now that I'm an adult and I have adult money, I can get my own Legos. Well, now I need it so I can build a miniature Disney World in my house. There you go. I will mock you for saying Legos. uh, a period of time and other. I love westerns. I like trains, like pirates, like cars. I like certain things. I also love Legos. I've loved Legos since about 5 or 6.
Giant car. Nobody.
I say my wife has a whole bunch of big cars. Here, let me show you her collection because she's a big Harry Potter person. So let me show you her collection. All right, so there's the rest of the train right here that I'm currently working on, and the water tower and that windmill are for one of those sets over there. But otherwise, so this is why I turned that light off earlier. Kind of blinds the camera. But she has all kinds of Harry Potter. She's got the Disney camera there. Got some Halloween stuff. There's some of her Christmas stuff. There's a forklift we just built. The Home Alone house. There's a pirate ship or a Viking ship or something.
That's the Harry Potter.
Oh, that's a Harry Potter ship? Okay. She's got all kinds of Diagon Alley stuff. There's the Gringotts Bank. There's like 2 or 3 different Hogwarts castles up there. There's the wife. She's got more over there on the other side of that thing. But she also has, if we can get it, those big old cars down there. She likes the big cars.
No, I didn't like it.
You didn't like what?
The bell.
Oh.
You could have just built a Bell's library and it would have sold better.
She would have preferred the Bell Library, not the Bell Castle. You got that Harry Potter ship? Sweet. Is my fishing game not working? Oh, it did. Okay. Yeah, what was it about the Bell Castle that we didn't like? Was it the color or something?
It was like purple. It was weird.
Yeah, it was a weird color. You ever dream of having those original 90s and 80s sets, like the old Lego system? I actually have been trying to find a couple of the Legos that I had growing up. They were like the basic kind of ones. I did find the old race car that I had on, what is it? Rebrickable or Bricklink or something like that. But I never did go and buy it. I started falling in love with the new Legos. There are some Legos from the early days that I wish I did have because they would complete some of my collections, but they decided 20 years after original Lego SpongeBob line, they decided to bring the Lego SpongeBob back. It's awesome, but yeah. I mean, everything's going to come in waves. I'm trying to find some good airplanes, which a lot of the older airplanes were better than the new ones. Can't wait to get the SpongeBob set. I was never a SpongeBob fan, so. But in my defense, I don't even remember when SpongeBob came out, but I really wasn't into TV and stuff back then. I'm early 2000. So yeah, I was in college slash. Depending upon when in the early 2000s, I might have been in the desert. So now I have to save up again and worry about other sets. Need to get especially the SpongeBob. I don't really have a theme, so to speak. As far as like, I don't want the Harry Potter sets or I don't want the, Star Wars sets. I don't have a theme like that I follow. Like I said, I'm real big into planes, trains, automobiles, ships, transportation stuff. And they're not in one theme. They're in multiple. Like, right now I'm doing a train from Lego City. I've got the shuttle carrier aircraft over there from Icons. I got the Marish train over there from, I think it's Ideas or something. I got a crane over there from Lego City. Um, so for me, it's not necessarily a theme. Like I don't do the SpongeBob theme or the Mickey Mouse or Disney theme or anything like that. I just do if it's a plane, train, automobile. I would like to, if it looks realistic, I would like to have it. That's my big caveat. It's got to look realistic. Some of the planes that they have right now, I don't want because they don't look realistic. And I like the realistic stuff. Which is one of the reasons why I do a lot of Kobe builds because Kobe does a lot of realistic stuff. Really, there was supposed to be two of these. I got distracted with chat. Look what y'all made me do. Yep, I have spaceships. I have the Saturn V rocket. I have the Artemis spaceship. I have a Lego City spaceship, or rocket, I should say, which looks fairly realistic. I got the International Space Station over yonder. So I do have some of the space stuff. Did you hear about the war helicopter that was taken out? There was canceled. They dressed up as a rescue helicopter. There was a design flaw where the gear broke. Huh. Did not know that. Every time I talk to Lego about any kind of war machines, they're like, nope, we don't do war machines because uh, we tailor more towards kids and um, we don't want kids to be inundated with the uh, with war and stuff like that. So we do not do war. So I did not know that they did a war helicopter. Which is weird because, they say they don't want to do war and stuff like that, but then they have, guns and stuff with the Star Wars stuff and but it's all fantasy stuff. But that's all right. Like I said, I go to Kobe Bricks and I get my war machines from Kobe Bricks. Except for the tank that y'all saw earlier, that tank is actually from a company called Slubon. Now, I'm not saying that to recommend them. I do not recommend Slubon. It was a fun build, but the pieces don't like to stay together. It comes apart fairly easily, which is one of the reasons why it's here and not at work, because I don't want to try and take that sucker to work and it's on my belly. I don't want to have to try and take that sucker to work and have it fall apart on me in the truck. So Um, Kobe Bricks though has turned out to be really good uh, brick company for war machines and the like. Lumi Bricks is another good one for trains and scenes. I like the Wild West scenes that Lumi Bricks has. I would love to get all of their Wild West themed stuff because eventually what I want to do is when we build our house, I want to have a room where I can run my trains around and have like an old west area and have we have all the modular buildings, I think. If not all of them, we have most of them. So I'd like to set up a town for that. Um, Maybe even put a little spot for Harry Potter and stuff like that for the wife. Have the Hogwarts Express pull in through there, and do stuff like that. Um, I forgot where I was going with that. I used to shop at Toys R Us a lot. I mean, if she wants her own room, she can have it. I kind of love my wife, so I kind of want to, be with my wife. But if she wants her own room, she can have it. I ain't gonna. I ain't gonna tell her no. Her craft stuff would probably need to go in another room. I mean, it wouldn't be a room that we would necessarily stream in. It would be like the Lego display room. You use the Spanish treasure ship from your pirates to rob and plunder. Cool. Dang it. Dang it. Work with me, not against me. That's the wrong one. I need this one. Been to Charleston, even been a spot where some of the pirates were hanged. Wow, that's pretty cool. I think it'd be kind of cool to go to Tortuga. Oh, the wife also has the the full T-Rex skeleton, and I think she's got the yeah the skulls for the T-Rex and the Triceratops.
The Triceratops one is on my wish list, but it's much smaller than the T-Rex.
Be right back. All right, Steel. Even do marks. Can't wait to get enough base plates and water base plates and land base plates to make my own blue coat colony. I'm going to call it Sovereignty. Sweet. Yeah, I'll have to do that for my trains and stuff when I get that all set up. My dad, he had a shed where he had all of his HO scale trains. And I kind of want to do something similar um, with my Legos. He recreated the train yard that was right down the road from our house, along with the capital city and the river bridge and all that. And he would run trains through there. He had a little freight yard. And I'd like to do something similar with my Lego trains. You got HO and Lionel, sweet. Your HO stuff broke? That is sad. I gotta figure out what to do with my dad's train stuff. My dad passed away 4 years ago now. You ready for a joke? You know how the blue code for the French, I could have done something typical and named the blue coat, called me something sexual. I think something got missed with your auto mic there. Your auto mic is killing me though. Call it something. Messed that part up, yeah. Gotta love technology. It never works the way we want it to. Ooh, got a little lightheaded there. That was weird. I don't have the cash. Will be the funny sexual part that I should be the other name for my blue coat colony. If I did, I didn't have to go with sovereignty. Ah! Should name it something sexual just to be the typical and funny. Ah. I like unique versus typical. There's no fun in being like everybody else. I didn't put the other one down. Dang it. Yeah, port sovereignty is good with me. I mean, don't rely solely on me. You know, it is your port, so you're gonna be the one that's going to be messing with it more than me. So you'll need to be the one that needs to be happy with it. Much like I tell my kids, you know, I tell them, you gotta be happy with yourself. You know. However, though, poot sovereignty. Those are the funniest names when yeah, I know it's supposed to be port, but the your auto mic or whatever called it poot. To me, those are always the funniest names. The ones that come out of something like a mispronunciation or something like that. Those are always the funniest names. Something that comes about by accident. And welcome back, Steel. Oh crap! Where'd it go? There it is. Poot sounds something like Russian or sweet. That's true. I got what you were saying. I picked up what you put down. Gotta get some red coats so you can have some British in your Navy or in your water. My bad. But welcome back, Steel. Hopefully you enjoyed your break. I know everybody needs a break from me. Don't want to live for nothing. Nonsense. Mommy Shark called. Mommy Shark is more important than me. I know where I stand. Emotions in the air. Oh yeah, what were y'all doing for or what are y'all doing for Thanksgiving? Hopefully you're not. Oh, actually, we will be here for Thanksgiving. I was about to say, hopefully you're not coming here because we won't be here. But no, we'll be here for Thanksgiving. We won't be here for Christmas. Ooh, speaking of, we won't be too terribly far away from you for Christmas. Maybe we can get together around Christmas time frame. Let's see here. By the way, Blue Coat called me must have an asshole, greedy governor. I'm naming him Governor Mercy. Come on down to Kimono Town. I guess we are slightly north of you. But definitely be come on over because, you know, we're far west. Looks like everyone is coming up, so that'll be nice. Oh, you're going to have a whole house full of people for Thanksgiving, huh? I can see your house with stuff in it. Yeah.
There, Christmas stuff at the kitchen.
Oh, maybe I got to. There we go. Got to lower the railing there so I can get the car in the bottom. Well, I can see. There we go. Now we got the car inside the car carrier. And it tipped over. Come on. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna go visit my brother in North Carolina. We might even go down to Carol Winds there in South Carolina, which is I think only like probably about an hour or so from you. I'd like to get the 3-in-1 pirate ship again to build the other pirate builds. Also like the new 3-in-1 pirate ship. Great build as well as battleship design. But I also have some buildings for the Blue Coat colony. I have some buildings that are pretty colonial. Sweet. I love medieval and colonial stuff. Maybe not an hour, but maybe 3. Really, 3? Carowinds is. I don't think Carowinds is that far from you. All right, we have a few minutes left before the end of our stream. So we have a couple of options. I grabbed this. We can build this for the last couple of minutes here, or we can work on our brick tacks.
Or we can play Words on Stream.
Or we can play Words on Stream. Let's see here. Let's create a poll and see what people want. Words on Stream, of course. Of
I
course.
knew she would pick Words on Stream because she loves Words on Stream.
Yeah.
She loves Words on Stream.
Oh. Two minutes to vote. So we got the jet, we got our brick tax, which is the maze, or Words on Stream. Maybe here's your tablet back. I don't know, that was the default. I didn't change it. You know, if you watched me more, you'd have more points.
I have all the points. I have over 171.6K. I can do all the burgers. Where we can make and do what we want because if we have all the points.
Yes, I know. Sorry, I have a job. You can do like I do, and before I go to work, I bring up, you know, the wife on my desktop so that I can get points for watching my wife. Ah, that's horrible. I did not see your comment about what you do on here. Let's see here. I also stream myself. When I get the Black Pearl, stream myself building it. I also stream video games. Like I've been streaming mostly Xbox, but now my Xbox down, so I've been streaming Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 on the computer. Cool. What kind of video games do you usually stream? I just got kind of sort of promoted too. I'll be starting a new role on Monday. Woohoo! All right, looks like Words on Stream won. Sorry for those that don't want to play Words on Stream. All right. Here we go.
I can't spell.
Why didn't it? Oh. Oh, you already did gray. Dang it.
And plus,
Um, I hate this game because I always feel stupid. And still did the same thing. Yay! We got 3 stars.
I probably skip 2 levels.
Skipped 3 levels.
Maybe it's 1 per star. I don't remember.
Um, you gotta wait till the lock button comes off your name. Well, yeah, you can't type the same thing within 30 seconds. That's like on every channel to keep people from spamming. Uh, looks like there's only one E and there's only one R. Sitting there trying to. I'm like, oh, I found one. Nope, it's already on the board.
I
Oh,
know,
I
that's
found
what
another one. Oh,
kept
it's already on the
doing.
board.
Or one letter off. I kept wanting to put two E's. I kept like thinking of words that had two E's, you know, like spaced out, and I'm like, no, no, no.
Ah. That's a lot of G's. Still a lot of G's. Oh, there we go. If I can spell it right. Nope. Is it maybe? There it is. I put the A and the U in the wrong spot. Like, surely it's in there. That one's already there, Steel. Yay! um, wow. Hmm. Ooh. Um, I got a big word.
I was gonna say, gold. It's not a big word.
I got gloat.
I know. I just saw it later.
Oh, oh. Taco. Ha ha.
We gotta stop sharing the brain cells, Steel.
Cole's already there.
Let's stop sharing the brain cells.
Ooh, look at me. Number 3 out of 3. Poot.
Keep telling you. I kept telling you to say anus last time. Damn, I had tune as my next word.
Okay, with the kid with the pen and a pen and a big imagination. Oh, look at Psycho coming in here with the opponent. Click, boom. P-O. We advanced 2 levels. Um, like it seems to be on everybody's CD, so just sit back and relax and let me act on it for a minute. Nope. Oh, I already did Lear.
Ah,
Psycho beat you to it.
yep.
I want to do Cycle, but there's not another C. Ah, there we are. It was EELY. Okay. My room, my little stereo. That. Oh, that's a lot of letters.
Is one of them fake? Yep. Z is fake, I think.
That's what I'm thinking. Z is fake. Look at that. Oh, Omen's already there.
Sometimes they're there. Like the weird words that you're like, oh, that's probably gonna get me in trouble.
Yeah.
But they're there.
Oh, we still won though.
I can spell. I was just gonna say warfare.
I don't think anybody did one with a Q either.
Q's are weird. You can't do it without a U. So if there's a Q there and no U, it's not so.
Right.
It's the thing.
Hmm. Oh, duh. Man, 5-letter words. Man, we missed one.
I wish they would tell you what it was.
Yeah.
Like, especially when you get like nothing, you're like, come on, just tell me what anything was. Like when you can't guess what the mystery letter is.
Yeah.
So everything you type is like not coming up. Like, just give me a clue. Q is again the fake one.
Yeah. We're all waiting to be able to type again.
But it's the first one not working.
Oh, she already got Briar. Never mind. Um. No. I wanted to do Briar, but then I couldn't remember how to spell
And then
it.
you can't remember. You're like, there's letters. They're in an order.
Yeah,
I
they're-
don't know what they are.
They go in some kind of order, but there's a fake letter and a mystery letter.
Mm-hmm.
So the mystery letters are maybe X is the fake one. D-I... Oh, Dyer. Okay. That was driving me nuts. Thank you, Steel. Man, I went from second place to fourth in one round. Uh, nine. Nine. I'm guessing, nope, both the E's are there. Maybe the T is the fake? Still just allows herself.
Or she allowed herself to love me too.
On my screen it says allowed by Steal Your Heart.
Oh,
Well, I guess you would have had to do it though, because she's not a mod.
so B is the letter, the hidden letter.
Oh, sad day.
They invite, but I think that would have worked. There's too many eyes. That's alright.
But that's all right. It is time for us to call it a stream. Congratulations to Book for coming in first overall. Psycho came in second, even though he didn't participate in some of them.
Right?
Steal Your Heart third, Tuka fourth, and Dusa fifth.
You came in and got all the points.
Yeah, Psycho was coming in grabbing the big words. So, all right. Excuse me. Play a lot of Scrabble.
If you won't play Scrabble with me.
Yeah, I won't play Scrabble or Words with Friends with the wife because she's putting down words like, you know, opponent, and I'm putting words down like get.
Boo.
I can't even get boob because I don't get the letters for boob. I just get.
What's that one where you put the letters in the box and you shake it, and whenever they come in, you have to make words from it?
I have no idea. I don't play that one either. So.
You won't play Monopoly with me either.
Nope. I mean, I might play with you, but not with you and the kids because you trick the kids into giving you all their stuff. So.
I don't trick them. I bankrupt them. They have no choice but to give me their property. There's no trick.
No, you trick them too.
Only when they don't realize that they're giving me a better deal.
Exactly.
And that's not my problem. They're idiots. In the real world, I wouldn't feel bad for them either.
Yeah, and I try to teach them or tell them that it's a bad deal, and you're like, no, it's not. I'm your mom. I wouldn't steer you wrong. And they're like, she's mom. She knows better. So, Dad, okay, well, you're going to be bankrupt in 2 turns. Oh, look at that. In 2 turns, you're bankrupt. Congratulations.
Listen, if they can't learn business savvy on their own, that's not my fault. I'm trying to teach them to think ahead. If they can't think ahead, that's not my problem.
Anyway,
Now my job to hold their hand. They're old enough.
thank y'all for hanging out. Man, there was a lot of viewers that were hanging out. A bunch of people talking. I appreciate y'all talking in chat as well. All the people that came in, stuck around for a little bit, stuck around for words on stream. Words are hard. All right, bye, Steel. Anywho, let's see if we can find. Ooh, Teal's live.
I say Teal 5, Bullshit 5.
Teal is live. I haven't rated Teal in a while, so we're gonna raid Teal. Anyway, I want to thank y'all for coming out, hanging out, and for all the conversations that we had. Don't forget, Book is doing her Stitching Bitch tonight in her Discord. And then she'll be streaming tomorrow. And on Wednesday starts the Stand Up to Cancer event that a lot of the builders are participating in, such as a Skywalker, Book, Carrot, and a whole bunch of others I can't remember off the top of my head right now. So make sure y'all stop into some of their streams and check them out. If you are able to donate and wish to donate to Stand Up to Cancer, they do have different incentives and stuff that they'll do because of that. So go by, check them out. And I will see y'all Saturday night in my next stream. We'll be playing some more video games. What? I have no idea. We'll figure it out in the meantime. And last but not least, I haven't said it in a while, so make sure that if you are suffering from any kind of mental illness and you need someone to talk to, you can always dial 988. And if you're a veteran, option 1 will get you to the veteran crisis line. Y'all have a good rest of y'all's work week, and we will see y'all next week. RimWorld, probably not. Farm Sim, probably. That could be arranged. Power World, I don't know. I haven't played Power World in a while. But let's get this raid set up here. Kill Giraffe 44. So here's our raid message. Get the raid set up. And we'll do a shout out to Steel. So if you get left behind, you'll know where Steel. To Teal, you'll know where we went. All right. Y'all have a good week. Bye. Where's my stream ending? There it is. It's a colored giraffe that we're raiding.